Welcome to another lovely episode of Solomon's Diary. On the show today, we are talking about eradication of cultism, and that is why there are lots of people from the government agency as well as security agencies in Lagos State in Nigeria to ensure that we sensitize our youth on the need to stop abusing drug and engaging in cultism. Come, this is Solomon's Diary. Don't go nowhere.
Say no to cultism!
Say no to violence!
Say no to kidnapping!
Say no to drug abuse!
Say no to adults!
Say no to drug abuse!
Pocacov is all about you. Pocacov. Pocacov is all about you. Pocacov. Make we join and support Pocacov. Pocacov. To fight against drug abuse. Pocacov. Make we join and support Pocacov. Pocacov. Make we fight against cultism. Pocacov. Ifako Ijaiye Local Government. Pocacov. To make our society better. Everybody come, oh yeah, come, oh. Time don't reach, make we fight.
Today is a great day in the life of the youth. Today is a great day in the life in Nigeria. And today is a special day indeed for the future generation. As we celebrate the International Youth Day on the 12th day of August 2023, the Pocacov Police Campaign Against Cultism and Drug Abuse and Other Vices, in conjunction with the powerful local government in Lagos State. That local government that has been doing wonders. The local government where every good things are happening, and that is Ifako Ijaiye Local Government. Today is a remarkable day in the life of the people of Lagos. Today is indeed a great day in Ifako Ijaiye as we march out to campaign against drug abuse, cultism, rape, and other vices ravaging our society.
We are ready here to campaign against rape, campaign against drug abuse, campaign against every other social vices. And it is actually very, very pertinent for us to understand that the youth today is actually what's it called, the future of tomorrow, like we've always been hearing. But we would not eventually be the future of tomorrow if we did not take a stand today, if we did not preach these old things amongst ourselves. Like we rightly know, there's always been this cultism and all among every youth today, regardless of whichever school you go to. Now they have brought it down to the local. So you see every local countries of the whole local government within Lagos State has actually been so much with all of these things. So today, this morning, I am very, very grateful that the youth of Ifako Ijaiye deemed fit to put all of this together, and we have decided that today we have to come outside and preach all of these things to everyone.
The rate at which all these vices is eating the youth cannot be overemphasized. It's really affecting us. It's affecting us to the extent that the nation is crying. Everywhere is affecting us to the extent that the hope of Nigeria is dwindling. If the youth cannot get it right, we are engaging in vices, smoking, drug abuse, and every other thing. What becomes the fate of our country? We don't have any other country that wants to do except Nigeria.
Yes,
so why should we allow all these little things to bring us down? So I'm encouraging and appealing to my young people, my fellow young people. Let us take this gospel to every nook and cranny of our community, particularly in Ifako, where we are doing this campaign. Let's tell our colleagues that engaging in cultism will not take us to anywhere. Engaging in drug abuse will diminish our community. engaging in rape, defaming the character of female child in the community will bring down this society. So let us shun all these vices so that we can have a sane society, so that you and I can live peacefully in the community.
Èmi ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Ṣé wọ́n ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀? Ẹ lọ jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Ká máa fa láòdù. Ká máa fa gbóńkọ́. Èmi ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Ṣé wọ́n ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀? Ẹ jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Ká máa fa ṣíṣà. Ṣó ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀? Èmi ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Yá lọ jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Tó bá ìjáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Tó bá jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. Yá lọ jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀.
Make we work against cultism. Make we fight against drug abuse. Make we work against vices. Because you know they destroy our youth. Our life won't take better. When you are addicted to drugs, I say how life go better. When you involve in cultism, vices is dangerous, drugs is dangerous, cultism is dangerous. My brother, make we join and support Pocacov to fight against drug abuse. Make we join and support Pocacov. Make we fight against cultism. In Ifako Ijaiye Local Government. To make our society better. Oh no. The executive chairman of Ifako Ijaiye Local Government. Fight against cultism, drug abuse and other vices that can destroy our youth and damage the future.
Cultism and drug abuse is one of the problems that we face in our society. Sir, how well can you inform our youth about the menace of cultism and drug abuse in the society?
Thank you so much, my brother. You know, cultism, first of all, we are Pocacov. Pocacov is Police Campaign Against Cultism, Drug Abuse and Other Vices. Now, it's the initiative of Nigerian police, because Nigerian police discovered that the relationship between the youth and the police has not been rosy. What they have to do, they come up with a platform called Pocacov to bridge the gap. Now, bridging the gap, we need to take the campaign to the community, because we discovered that so many of these things, so many of these drugs, cultism happen in a community.
Sure.
Now we cannot just stay in the city and say, wow, that we are all okay. No, we need to take this fight, we need to take this campaign to the nook and corner of Lagos. That's why this is the main initiative we are starting in Ifako Ijaiye. Telling the Ifako Ijaiye youth no to cultism, telling them cultism and drug abuse is not the way to go. That the way to go is for you to bring out the God-given talents in you, to betterment your youth, to betterment the youth of this community and the youth of the local government. That's why we are doing work against cultism, drug abuse in Ifako Ijaiye to mark the International Day for Youth.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. So, what is next after this? Because you know that Ifako Ijaiye is just like one of the several local governments in Nigeria. What other plans do you have to reach out to other youths in other local governments?
We are doing youth campaign to each local government. From here now, we are having another program in Ekpe. From Ekpe, we are having another program in Agege. You understand? Now we want to make sure that we cover all the local government in Lagos. But you know, it's not too easy because of fund. And a lot of people are not sponsoring this kind of project. But we cannot relent. We will keep on pushing. You can see what we did today. It wasn't bad.
Sure.
Do you understand me? At least The youth of Ifako Ijaiye have heard us loud and clear that we are warning them, we are persuading them, we are pleading with them not to go away of cultism and drug abuse. It doesn't pay.
We know that a lot of Nigerian youths are actually abusing drugs, and this is a very heinous task on not just the police but private citizens as well, in order for us to curb the menace of drug abuse and cultism in the society. Can you tell us some of the measures that police have taken to ensure that we have a crime-free society, especially with regards to drugs and cultism?
Well, the most important thing is, or the first thing is advocacy. We go out there every time regularly to sensitize youths in particular, everybody but youths in particular, on the dangers of drug use. And we also arrest a lot, and we publicize our arrests so that it serves as deterrence to others. And we make sure it doesn't stop at arrest, we prosecute. And whenever they are convicted, we let it known that, oh, the people we arrested yesterday have been prosecuted and they have been convicted. And so that people would know that the end game of drugs is usually in prison, or sometimes for the unlucky ones, death. So those are the measures we are taking for now. And we are working with civil society organizations, community development associations, youth bodies, religious bodies to also join us in sensitizing youths to stay away from drugs. So for now, those are the things we are doing.
Okay, all right. From my interaction with some youths, because for a long time now, I've been doing advocacy. I have an NGO called Train a Youth Initiative where we go all out, to train, mentor, and empower youth, and for them to also stop some vices, right? We discovered that some of our youth, when they leave prison, they become more ardent than they actually went. Is there nothing that can be done to ensure that we'll look beyond just prison but fully rehabilitating them, so that they will know that yes, even though I'm going to prison or I'm being engaged by some government agencies, there is a need for me to now turn a new leaf? Because even in our local government here, I've seen people who went to prison and they came out and they became more ardent than they actually went.
Well, I don't want to hold brief for the Nigeria Correctional Service. Neither do I want to hold brief for the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. But I know for a certainty that there are rehabilitation programs within the prison. I've been there. I've visited to see for myself. And I know many people that went into prison and got their wife while they were in prison, learned carpentry while in prison, learned tailoring while in prison. So rehabilitation goes on in the prison, and the Ministry of Youth and Social Development too have rehabilitation programs. The problem now is these programs are not enough. The system is overwhelmed. You have over 8,000 inmates in a prison that is initially designed for maybe 3,000. So the system is overwhelmed. So the programs are there, and I know for a certainty too that we met, the Commissioner of Police Lagos State Command, CPD, met with the Controller of Correctional Service in Lagos to talk about these issues. So they are also looking into it, and they are working towards expanding their capacity to ensure that when prisoners come, they leave the prison better than they came in.